here, so I'm going to do that. We should be broadcasting now. So while we're sitting here broadcasting, I'm going to do a quick thumbnail. See if I don't know what to do for a thumbnail. Let's pull up YouTube real quick.
Your fan just went crazy and I can hear it.
Yep, that's what happens when I start doing more than one thing at a time. It's stupid. But where is my channel? Live. I have to go to. Where is this thing? It's like not on here. And then edit video. Let's see what to go to. I'm gonna have to figure out some way to do a thumbnail for this. Wonder if I've got a picture. Let's see. I don't know. Is anybody watching yet? I don't know that anybody will be watching.
I don't know if I have that already.
It should show up in the top left corner. It says 0 live viewers.
I don't have that.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Do we like this one better? Do we like this better, Kate?
Probably. You like maybe?
Okay. I'll stick with this for the moment at least. And where is I'm looking for a thumbnail.
Okay, I'm finishing up my Instagram post for my Bookstagram. Kater Creator. It's my handle. Spelled with a K.
What do I have? Do I have any pretty wintry pictures that I can just pop in as a thumbnail? How about... There's that one. That one sounds like
And I hope that was the right account. It was. That's always good. I have a little bit of panic as I press post and I'm like, is that the right account? Am I on the right account?
Where's this? I just got this. This in here. Come on,
No singing on the live stream?
You can. It'll just get us copyrighted.
What if I change the words? Do we have any people on yet?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna take a photo for our Instagram.
Okay. It's gonna look bad, but okay.
Oh, hang on, let me close out my random tabs on Google, which are not incriminating, they're just weird.
You can hop into YouTube and do a screenshot.
On my phone?
Yeah. Or I can, and then I can
YouTube Studio or regular YouTube?
Just YouTube. Just open up the stream on YouTube, and then you can hit like. But I can also drop a...
My TV. Guys, well, no one's here, but I have a teapot today.
Oh. Liam's here.
Hello, Liam.
All right. Do you want this screenshot that I just screenshotted?
Sure.
All right. Where is you? This person. All right.
Did you send it?
And I did send it. Texted it to you. What is this? This is
I haven't gotten it yet.
All right. And since I know that Liam's here, I'm going to mention this. Part of the reason why I'm doing this stream is because last time I tried to participate in a live stream, my internet was going too slow, and we haven't had fast internet since then. And so I'm hoping that now, since we've messed with stuff, hopefully the internet is actually fast enough to do what we need in the live stream. And it's also a good opportunity to do a live stream since I don't have to work in the morning and it's New Year's, and so it seems like a good opportunity. Yeah. All right. So see, look at this. I can do this. This is cool, and I can show his comments. It's
Oh, yeah.
both of you, and then you'll have to tell me how bad my pronunciation of this is, but I'm gonna try it because it sounds fun. Is this Hail Wesh Thu Hal? I don't know. Tea sounds nice. Yes, I also got tea. Mine's just a peach tea. It's not cool enough to drink yet, but it's a plain peach tea.
That's funny. Mine's almost too cool now.
Yeah. Licorice root tea. That sounds good. Does it taste like anise or what does it? I don't know. Is that different? What's it sound like? Ethernet cord for streams. Yeah, I needed to do that, but I'm a long ways from the internet. I'm upstairs on the other side of the house from the internet, so it's not going to work. Connection looks good, and then that's correct. Wow, very cool.
Did you actually send me that photo? I still haven't gotten
I
it.
wonder if I forgot to hit send. Did I send it? I sent it. Oh, it hasn't delivered it yet.
Okay.
My data's
Too
bad,
much
though.
on the Wi-Fi right now.
Yeah, probably. That's all right. Cool. Well, as long as things are working, that's good.
I'll just take my own photo. I'll go and do it myself.
Yeah, that's probably easier, quicker,
Do it
faster.
myself.
Fine. All right. I don't know that anybody's actually going to show up. Liam, if you want to hop on, I can send you a link, and you're welcome to hop on too. Eventually, we'll be reading here.
Reading.
I've never actually done a live sprint session like this, and so that's also kind of exciting. I wanted to see what it would be like.
Oh, I got that photo. Maybe. It's having emotional difficulties downloading.
Yes. All right. There's two people watching. Oh, one of them's you. Family. Unfortunate. I think one of them's. I don't know. It says we've got 2 viewers right now that are watching besides Liam. Anyways, well, what are you going to be reading, Kate?
I am reading Secrets in the Mist by Morgan Bussey.
Busse? I don't know.
Busse. This book. I have it in a fabric protective cover because it has. I don't know how to describe this, but these get scratched really easily, and then it mars the cover. So.
JR. Happy New Year! Thanks for coming, stopping by. We're gonna eventually be reading here, sitting here and reading for a little bit. I should move this so that I'm centered. Which way is it? That way? Yeah, I think so. I guess I could move myself this way. That'd work too. Yeah. What am I going to be reading? I'm going to try and finish up one of the, or not one of the one beta read book that I've got at the moment. I want to try and finish that up. Only got a couple of chapters left, so I want to try and finish that up. And then, if I get a chance, I will continue reading Through the Dead Zone by Stephen King. I'm about halfway through this right now. Started this October 1st. It's how little time I've had for physical reading. Although some of that time that I could have been spending physically reading, I was reading Gowing and Green Knight for Poetry Thursday videos. So I might get back to that. I need to read Pearl and Sir Orfeo still, so I might get to those eventually. I'd like to finish that up, but probably not tonight. Well, I guess we could go. We could start reading if we want to. It's just we're just going to be sitting here for I don't know, half hour, something like that. Probably. Does half hour sound like a good length of time to you, or do we want to go for longer or shorter for just reading?
Before we break or before we
Yeah,
end?
before we break and not end, but break and come back and chat about a little bit about what we're reading, thoughts and everything.
I don't know. That's fine. Or we could do 20 minutes.
Well, let's do a shorter one to start out with, and then if other people hop on, then we can say hi at that point. So maybe let's see, what time is it? How about at? I wonder how I do this. Banners. This is the one.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm still trying to get the social media thing working.
Let's just do 15 minutes for the moment. Ish. Whoops. Cool. Oh, I've also got these other ones. I have a spoilers banner and a no spoilers banner, but we won't use those. Do I have comments? Any comments? Nope. That's pretty good. So this. Ooh. This. No. Now I'm just playing around. Ooh, I like that. That matches art. That matches the
Videos.
videos.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that.
Okay. I got this thing uploaded, so you're
All
good.
right. No, this. Let's see. This JR is not actually our first live. It is. I've done a handful of other ones, 2 or 3 other ones, but they. Let's see, how many did I do? I've done. I don't know. It's not a first one. It's just the first one that I've done recently because the last time I tried to do one, the internet was so slow that I couldn't hear, couldn't participate at all, and so I haven't done one since. But this is the first live sprints that we've done like this, so hopefully that's fun.
Sorry.
It's all right. All right. Well, let's read for a little while and see what happens. Won't be a terribly long time, but
should I mute my mic?
That's not the one. Yeah, we will mute them. That way. Okay. Does that make sense? It's not a terribly long time, but we're
that makes
just
sense.
For this first one. All right. Well, didn't make it terribly far. Didn't have a terribly long time to read. One person has joined back, so I don't know. I gotta write this comment real quick and then chat. If somebody says something, let me know.
Okay. I think I read a chapter and a half, and I finished my tea.
I read a chapter and started on the next one.
What are you reading right now again? I didn't.
This is the beta book that I received and in beta reading for, and yeah, I meant to have it done several months ago, and time got away from me.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
I remember what it was. I'm getting tired.
Well, you're welcome to leave if you want to.
I'll stay for at least an hour. I mean, an hour total.
Okay. Well, we'll do another stream here pretty soon. Looks like there's a couple of people watching, so if they've got anything to say, now's a good time to say it before we start next one. I guess I should drop this banner off.
What is everyone else who's watching doing? Are you reading with the sprint, or are you doing like a productivity board? Let us know.
Le Mort. Liam's reading Le Mort d'Arthur. I don't know.
Okay.
That's fun. Have that up on. Let's see if I can see it right there. One of those books. Well, two of those black ones are Le Mort. There was some fighting. I expect. Mostly playing games with the guests. Yeah.
Okay, but was the fighting in your book or with the guests?
Yes,
what kind of games are you playing?
I would assume that it's in the book. But
yeah. That's a reasonable assumption.
Yeah. Well, we could read again until the hour, and then if you want to leave, you're welcome to at that point.
Okay.
All right.
Until
Double O, yeah. Top of the hour. Nice thing about it here is the hour will only be 8 o'clock. So let's see. So pop that up there and some fighting in the book. Seems like there's plenty of fighting. Yeah. There's a good amount in that book. I don't know. I really enjoyed them more. I'm gonna hand that for more. I did read it for class and was discussing it every week. So that was twice a week actually. So that was fun. But I think I would have enjoyed it otherwise, anyways, because it's Arthurian and like that. All right. Well, I'll put this back up now and we can read again.
Okay.
Feel free to continue commenting if people are watching and haven't gotten a chance to comment yet. We'll get them afterwards.
Well,
Well, looks like there's 4 people here now. All right, what did we say? Uh, this was back right as we started. Liam says, "I wish I could take an Arthuriana class, and then probably will in grad school." I good for you that you're doing grad school. I'm done with college. I don't want to go back. Everomer says, hi. And then Arthur saves Leo de Grance and sees Guinevere for the first time. What? Yeah. Leo de Grance is her dad, isn't it? King? It's been over a year now since I read that book, The Mark. It was actually, well, yeah, I read it in 2021, so it's been two years, kind of. But that was the first, let's see, school started in August, so it was August, September, and October, basically, of 2021 that I read that book. So it's been a while. I want to reread it sometime. So, how is your reading going?
fine.
Did you finish another chapter? Did I stop you in the middle of a chapter?
No, I've finished another chapter.
That's a fairly short book, isn't it?
Relatively, I guess.
I guess you read shorter books than I do most of the time. What, Liam, what? Go ahead.
I'm less productive reading in this setting than I normally would be if I was reading.
Yeah. It's different. I've never done it before, so I don't know what to expect from it, really. I'll probably sit and lay in my bed and read next time, because that's more comfortable, and I'm almost done with this. I've got a chapter and a half left or something like that, and then I'll have that finished up, and I'll probably move on to the next one. This one did some. But Liam, what translation, or I guess, I don't know, are you reading it in the Middle English, or are you reading a translation? I have the Penguin editions of Lamarck, which is translated by Cohen, I think. Robert Cohen, maybe? I don't know. I guess I could do it this way. So, yeah, that's. Well, I guess I can pop these up here. It is a translation. I'm not sure who did it. And then I don't have an original text version, but what I've read of it online, it's pretty easy to understand. So I think this one is a fairly, if I remember correctly, because I believe I read parts of it, had to read parts of it in the original as well. There's one site that we found that had the entire book, and I'm pretty sure it was the original text, and it was very similar to modern English. Not difficult to read what was there. It might have been an updated or a translated version, but it wasn't hard at all. A little bit harder than the Penguin edition. I don't know. Well, I'm not going to make Kate stay here. She doesn't want to.
I'm probably going to go to bed.
that's fine. I'll probably sit around and read for a little while longer. Just talk to people as they come around. I don't know how long I'll stay for, but I don't have to. I might go get some popcorn, but I don't have to get up. Well, I don't have work tomorrow, so okay. So I'm thinking about doing another live stream tomorrow. I don't know if I'll do a sprint like this, reading sprints, or if I'll do just get on and talk, or do one of the what were the videos. I need to do a Tolkien book collection, and I need to do a works of tour. That's what it is. Tour of my Tolkien book. Oh wait, I already did that one, but I have gotten books since then. I don't know. We'll see what I end up doing, but I think there's a couple of them that I need to do. Oh, one of them was rating my Tolkien books, ranking them, something like that. Is it late in there? It is not late. It is actually only 8 o'clock, which some people that's kind of late, but it's
Late
8
for me.
o'clock isn't that bad.
Okay, well, I will.
All right, bye. I will stay here. I'm going to stay for a little bit longer. If, as you can see, it is dark outside, but it's dark outside from about 4 o'clock right now. It's actually, we're gaining daylight again already. Let's see, we started the 22nd gaining daylight, December 22nd, but we're up to, let's see, about 4 hours of daylight right now. And gaining, sunrise is 10:51 a.m. Sunset is 2:57. So just over 4 hours of daylight. And then I think it's about 7 hours or 7 minutes a day that we gain, but I'm not positive on that. So. But it's really nice. We've got it's warmed up a little bit. It's about 7 above right now in Fahrenheit. We're supposed to have a Chinook, a warm wind coming in here today, tomorrow, something like that. And I don't know that we have yet, or that it's gotten to us yet, but we're supposed to, and so that'll probably warm us up to about probably up into the 20s, maybe even into the 30s. Hopefully it doesn't get that warm, because I don't want it to start melting and get real slick. Anyways, how was everybody's New Year's Eve and New Year's Day? We didn't really do anything this way. Warm here, near 30. Yeah, I like when it's warm. I just middle of January or beginning of January, we don't want it to be warm, because it'll melt too much and then freeze over. All the water will freeze on the roads, and we'll just have ice. And that's not fun. We've dealt with that at least twice already this year. That's all right. We didn't really do anything for New Year's, but it was good. Happy New Year to you as well. New Year's has been good. Liam says this one first. That's what happened to us. Yeah. We have way too much ice. I mean, we don't like it, but we get used to driving in it because we have to deal with it. But it's not fun. I definitely prefer dry roads to icy. And yeah. Well, I guess I can read for a little bit more. Trying to soothe my dog from all the noise during New Year's Eve. Yeah, I've got a couple of friends who are saying that same thing. The dogs are going crazy. We haven't We haven't had a dog for several years now, but I remember him not liking fireworks either at all. And it's kind of, we don't stay up terribly late on New Year's Eve usually, especially on a Saturday night, but there's fireworks going off from about 11:30 to about 1, just constant all around us, and it's frustrating trying to sleep with that. Tori, hey, how's it going? We are Kate just hopped off a couple minutes ago, and I'm sitting here getting ready to continue reading it for a little bit more. What are you up to tonight, Tori? Because I could change that. I don't need the Ann Erudite Adventure in my name here since I'm the only one here and you know it's on the channel, but that's alright. It can stay. No reason to change it. It's going well. Happy New Year. Thanks. You too, Tori. First book that I am reading this year, actually, I'm trying to finish up a beta read that I have. I've got like a chapter and a half left on or something like that, so I'm finishing that up. I will also be continuing reading Dead Zone by Stephen King, which I mentioned in your live stream the other day. As for first new book that I'll be reading, let me think. I'll probably listen to Sanderson's Secret Project 1. That I'll probably start listening to that here tomorrow or Tuesday, watching some Netflix and reading. Are you able to read and watch things at the same time? I can't really do that. I have to, I focus on one thing over the other one too much. Kate was reading a book called Secrets of the Mist, I believe, by Morgan L. Bousset or something like that. I don't have a picture of it, or the book. It's in Kate's room, but that's from Enclave Publishing. It's a smaller publishing company, usually or does mostly Christian fiction of some sort. So I don't know what it's about. It's got a steampunk cover, so can't if it's something I've seen before. Oh, okay, yeah. I wonder if I could do that with something like Andy Griffith Show, which I've watched every episode several times, and so I think that I could probably just tune it out on that. Stephen King it's good. I enjoy his writing. It's very, at least in this one, it's very fast paced and very easy just to sit down and read. He's not a terribly complex writer in terms of sentence structure or anything like that. He's fairly simple from this one book that I'm reading, and I do enjoy that. I haven't read, the problem is I am such a slow reader as it is, and then I haven't had much time to read, that I started this in October 1st because I was going to read it for kind of like a Halloween read, but then I've been reading it for 3 months now, and I'm only about halfway through. So I'm just slow. In November, I was doing a play, so all my evenings were taken up by that. So I'd get up and go to work in the morning, go to play, come home, sleep, repeat for the whole week. So I didn't really have time for physical reading in November, and then December was way busier than I was expecting it to be. I can do music. I can do instrumental music. I can't really do lyric music as much, but sometimes I really enjoy putting on soundtracks. Harry Potter soundtrack or Narnia soundtrack are the two that I put on and just listen to all the time. Took me 2 to 3 months to read Wuthering Heights too. This is actually, it's not the longest I've been reading for anymore, because I actually started Shadow Rising in, oh, what month was that? It's probably like April. And so I've been reading that for 8 months now and haven't made any progress on it. And I kind of put it down because it was getting a bit burnt out on it. Wolf of Wessex by Matthew Harvey. I'm really liking it. It's basically an 880 murder mystery. Interesting. That sounds, I'm going to write that down because that sounds kind of interesting. I like historical fiction. Is it, I assume that it's historical fiction, or is it based on true story? Where's my list? There it is. Matthew. And yeah, I like historical fiction. I don't read as much of it. Kate reads more of it than I do, but I really like it. This year my big historical fiction read was Three Musketeers series, so the D'Artagnan Romances by Alexander Dumas. Can't talk. That one was really good. I really enjoyed all of the books in that series. I don't know. I talked about it quite a bit. Reading goal for 2023. Actually, we've got, yesterday we filmed our reading goals for 2023 video, and that was, so I don't know when. Let me see when I'm planning on putting that one up. Where's my list? That I'm planning January 5th, so Thursday. I'll put the channel reading and channel goals video up. But yes, I do have goals. The basic goals are for reading is read 65 books again, and then read. I don't remember actually what I said in the video. I'd have to go back. I haven't edited it yet, so I'll know better after I edit it, and then once it goes up on Thursday. But yeah, basic goal is read another 65 books. Oh, that's what it was. Read Sanderson's secret novels, and then read. What's this other? Oh, more Arthuriana. So I'd love to get through. What's it called? Once and Future King. I'd love to get through Once and Future King, and I'd love to get through the Pendragon Cycle by Stephen R. Lawhead as well. My husband's a big fan of Dumas. Do you have a favorite of the series? I don't know that I have a favorite. I'm not much of one for favorites. Like I have a hard time picking favorites. Three Musketeers obviously was phenomenal, and Man in the Iron Mask is phenomenal. I think I almost want to say Viscount. I don't know, because I really liked Viscount de Bragelonne, and I really liked 20 Years After as well. So both of those are phenomenal too. Les Mis, yeah, I need to read Les Mis. I think I have it. Let's see. Can you see these? Where is it at? This can't do that. How do I do this? These golden books right here are works of by various authors. So I have one that is Victor Hugo, which I believe is who wrote Les Mis, and I think it's got Les Mis in it. I'm not positive about that though. Paradise War by Lawhead. I haven't read any Lawhead yet. I've heard people say great things about it, so I'm interested to read it. I assume Paradise War is not part of the Pendragon Cycle, but I think because let's see, I don't have that book sitting by me, else I'd grab it. Favorites are yes. Well, it's been like this all my life. I've not been one who has favorites for very much of anything. I can say Lord of the Rings and Tolkien is my favorite, but that's really about it when it comes to favorites. I don't really even have a favorite color. Yes, you do, Liam. Dumas great. Need to be more classics. Classics are great. I love reading classics, but they do take a little bit more concentration for some reason. They're written differently, and they're that older style, not written for this modern audience. And that's hard, but I do love classics. Hugo did write Le Mans. Yep. All right. I don't think it's Pendragon. I don't think it is either. Let me see. I've got it. Got this book right here. What's Pendragon's Cycle? We've got. Yeah, Pendragon Cycle is Taliesin, Merlin, Arthur, Pendragon, and then Grail. So those are the 5 Pendragon Cycle books by Lawhead. Let's see. Will you ever reread Dawn of Wonder? Oh, undoubtedly. I did. Liam won Dawn of Wonder, so he needs to go read that sometime. I just want to know what he thinks about it. See what his after his big rant on unnecessarily wordy writing. I'd love to hear his thoughts on it, because I don't think it's terribly unnecessarily wordy. It's great. You should check out Dragonslayer by Duncan Hamilton. It's a short epic fantasy book with a strong French musketeers vibe. The MC feels like a has-been musketeer who's reluctant here. That sounds amazing too. And if it's got Dragonslayer in the title, Dragon in the title anywhere, that's works for me. Let's see. This is Duncan Hamilton. Do need to read it. Yes, you do. Dawn of Wonder. I don't think Tori has been around for long enough, but Dawn of Wonder. This book right here, Dawn of Wonder. I love this book. Bren, my friend who commented about it, she's the one who forced me to read it, and it's so good. I absolutely loved it. But then you're saying Dragonslayer has a cool twist on sentient dragons. I'm sold. Yeah, that adds to DVR. Good. Sentient dragons, really anything that has to do with dragons, as evidenced by my Why I Love Dragons video. Dragons are awesome, and sentient dragons. So like I've said, I don't really have favorites, and like I've also said, I kind of love all aspects of dragons, but the sentient dragon trope, or the dragon that is like immensely wise, I love that so much. And I just finished reading the Earthsea Cycle by Ursula K. Le Guin, and her use of dragons is phenomenal. The way that she incorporates them, there's not a whole lot with dragons in book 1 or 2, but then book 3 through 6 all have lots to do with dragons. And I think it was Captured in Words was saying that Le Guin's dragons, Earthsea dragons, are about the best dragons there are, and I think I agree. They're pretty great. I mean, I love Smaug, but we should read Sir Gawain and the Carl of Carlisle. Yes, we should. On Liam's Discord, he sent me this, and he's like, "Hey, look at this! I just found another story." So I'm absolutely bitten. And of course, sitting here with Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, because I need to read Pearl and Sir Orfeo. But then, let's see, what did Bryn say? You should read the Blood of Kings trilogy by Jill Williamson. Excellent magic system. I will write it down. Do I have? I think this is one of the ones that I'm actually interested in. This is a Enclave, isn't it, Bryn? Going to read the first Earthsea book this year. I have it on my shelf as an in-between. Yeah, they're fairly short. They're about an 8-hour audiobook, which I believe that's about a 300 to 400 page book. And they're wonderful. The first one, they're very atmospheric. She's Le Guin's a wonderful writer. Very excited for that. In between other series, yeah, I gotcha. Do you listen to a lot of audiobooks? Yes, actually, and I mentioned this in one of the other videos that we filmed yesterday. I don't remember which one, but my stats for this year, and I think I actually have them wrong, but for the books I read in 2022, I only read 17 physical books, but I read 50 audiobooks, or listened to 50 audiobooks. So it's kind of about the only way I can make it through any books at the moment. I think I listened to 5 or 6, 6 full-length novels in December, and then 2 short stories, and didn't physically read or finish physically reading a single book. So wow. Listened to 1 audiobook in the last 3 years. I like audiobooks. I would read probably 20 books total in a year, if I didn't have audiobooks. That's just, I'm very slow physical reader. I also don't have as much time to read as I'd like, but I love it. Yes, so Enclave published Blood of Kings trilogy by Jill Williamson. How many of the Enclave books have I read? I think I've only read, I think Time to Die might be Enclave. I didn't love A Time to Die. Story Weaver. I think that's another one that's Enclave with a phenomenal magic system. And then I didn't love that first book, but I loved the magic system enough that I want to continue reading that series. I'll probably have to reread book 1 of The Story Peddler. Is the first book by Lindsay Franklin. And then the only other one that I've read is Operation Grendel by Daniel Schraubauer, and that one I did like. So they seem to do more YA than anything else, YA fantasy, which isn't an issue. I just finding that I tend to not love YA fantasy as much as I used to. Deathless Beast, yes. We should chat about that sometime. I'm down. Yeah, I'm happy to chat about that. I just received that one for winning the Wizardly Duo Discord guest book challenge thingy. I won one of those, and so I think it was Nico sent me Deathless Beast. So that's cool. YA fantasy is tough to sell for me now too. Kind of feel for me like at this point. It's that and the almost convenience that happens in them. They feel convenient in a lot of ways, and I feel like the stories could be more complex without making them for adult. Liam feels the same about YA. Yeah, it's like I don't hate on it, and it's just not for me most of the time anymore. It absolutely has an audience, or else it wouldn't do as well as it does. But I like convenient and heavy focus on toxic romance. Yeah. I do like a lot of them, or I have read a lot that I've liked. The last time I read Hunger Games, I still like the Hunger Games trilogy. It's got some issues, but I do like it. I really like the Calculated series by Nova McBee, especially book 3. That one I liked, or I didn't love book 1, but I loved the world. Same with book 2. It worked with other things that I didn't love from book 1 type thing. Anyways, but then book 3 of the Calculated series I absolutely loved. Blood of Kings has telepathy magic, but it's way more intricate than that. Yeah, magic should be a bit more complex than we think. I kind of agree with Liam, and I forget what author he was talking to, that they were saying something about magic systems being done, and that everything has to have a magic system, and why can't we just have magic? And I kind of agree with that. I do I do really like magic systems, especially ones that have anything to do with light or color. I absolutely love those. But terrible romances. Yes. I do want to do a video on why I fantasy actually like that. That's a good idea. Yeah, I'd be interested to know what you come across. You read, these are more middle grade, but you've been reading Wingfeather Saga, haven't you? Still have a nostalgic love for Hunger Games. I am just surprised at how well they still hold up. Obviously, the romance is kind of frustrating, but the story themselves, and I do wish that they could have focused a little bit more on the rebellion and everything, the actual war that was going on. I wish they could have focused a little bit more on that, but they still hold up pretty well. DJ Butler, that's right. Yep, that was a good talk. I need to take a day, watch a bunch of your videos. You're highly. He's great. He's a good friend. I end up watching just about every one of his videos because there's very few people that I watch that I try and watch every single video that they have, and Liam's one of them. Wingfeather's very good. I've been reading a 10-year-old. I'm sure I'm reading 30 as well. Yeah, that's another one that Brendan made me read. And I've read all 4 books, and she's only read the first book now. But. And Brendan made me read Calculated. She makes me read lots of books, which is good. All my videos with Baron Hoffman. Yeah, low effort. I put more effort into mine than it looks like, and my videos still look bad compared to Liam's, so it's fine. They work good. And then there's lots of people who don't edit at all. David Wiley doesn't edit. I don't think Steve Donahue edits, and they just sit and talk, and the way that they're able to do it is so good. The problem that I run into is I use way too much. I just, as I'm talking, trying to figure out what I'm saying next, I say, and then I can go on. It's a filler word to help my brain catch up. But it's because of that, I don't like, I want to remove it all. I want to remove all the so I have to go through and remove most of them. If they don't mess with the flow of what I'm saying, I won't cut them out, because then that messes with the flow of it. But if it's something like and then I continue talking, then I'll just stop it. Content matters most, and I hear great things about both. Yeah, I agree. Content is the most important part. There's an something. Mark. Yeah, I only edit if I need to add photos or something. Hello, everyone. Yes, I try not to have to edit very much, and I've gotten so much better from early last year. I've made it a point in the way that I'm talking about books to remove as many ums as I can from my actual speech, so that when I go back and edit, I don't have to do hardly as much, and it's helped a lot. The videos are edited a lot. My uncut videos are nearly incoherent, tangents, pauses. Yeah. I have done pretty good at staying away from tangents. I don't understand how, because when I'm talking or thinking to myself, my brain's going everywhere. But when I sit down for a video, I manage to stay on topic pretty well, and I don't know why that is. But I also usually have a pretty good script, not a script, but I have a pretty good outline of what's going on, what I'm trying to talk about in the video. My Why I Love Dragons video, that was completely scripted. I just read off the script pretty much, which is why I wanted to have some pictures in there so it didn't look like I was looking at the screen and not at the camera the entire time. But I don't know, it seems like I got a pretty good response to that video, and that I'm happy with the way it turned out. I don't love my thumbnails. I'm very bad at doing thumbnails, but smiley face. Happy New Year. Good luck with YouTube in 2023. Thank you. Yes. And to you too. I need to watch more of your videos. Science fiction, I'm just barely getting into it right now, and I know you've got a lot of science fiction stuff on your channel, and I'd love to watch more of that. what do I use for my thumbnails? I just take a picture and put it in Canva, and then put my brain stopped working. I put a border around it and I put words on it, and that's pretty much it. When will you build more bookshelves to display more of your amazing tome collection? Hopefully this spring or summer. I would love. I have a goal for it to be done, and I actually meant to do it last year, and I didn't. I'm so bad with. I'm very bad with Canva. I'm not creative in that way. I'm creative in the story ideas. That's where my creativity lies mostly. And so I'm not a good painter. I'm not a good drawer or anything like that. But so I can't see how to put something together that looks good. I like my review thumbnails well enough. Those ones look good enough that I'm happy with those, but just my normal videos, I can't stand the look of their thumbnails, but I can't figure out how to fix them. Tori uses Canva as well. Yeah. Book Time with Elvis, Mark's channel. That's a great channel as well. Canva is really useful. Yep. Well, is anybody else reading at the moment? Like, what are you all reading at the moment? I guess is how I should have phrased that to begin with. I know what Liam's reading. Liam is reading Le Morte d'Arthur, but what is everybody else reading? Sounds good, Tori. Have a good night. Nostralia by Cordwainer Smith. Never heard of it, but it sounds interesting. I will do another Tolkien live at some point. I'm planning a Rings of Power discussion for sometime in January, and then I'm thinking maybe February I'll try and do another Talking Tolkien video where I get on whoever wants to come on. I think I want to try and get Andrew from Andrew's Wizardly Reads on for that, at least. Liam and Owen, if they want to hop on. Wolf of Wessex by Matthew Harvey. Yeah, you mentioned that. I remember that now. Les Mis, I remember that. 6:30 here. I'm listening to Midshipman Hornblower. I need to read those books. Our family's got all of them, and I haven't read them. I watched the series that they did. Several. I don't know. I love the series. I need to watch it, or I need to read the books though. 15 plus books right now. That's not a good way to read. You don't finish the books very well that way. At least I don't. You're reading Les Mis as well, and then Cordwainer Smith. Yeah, I've never heard of the author, never heard of the book, but I expect that I will sooner rather than later again learn more about them. Also some stuff for Historathon. I haven't heard about that event, but there's so much booktube that I don't have time to watch. Planet based off Old Australia on Old Earth. The planet is rich because their giant 6 sheep provide an immortality drug. It sounds fun. I don't know. And Social Butterfly, welcome. I'm reading The Merry-Go-Round by W. Somerset Maugham. I'm bad at names. I try things, but I don't know that I can write. It's a romance novel written in 1905. A friend lent it to me, and I'm really enjoying it. It reminds me of a TV soap opera. Interesting. I'm not much of one for soap operas or comedies. Actually, I don't like comedies either. In movies, they annoy me more than anything else, and it just I I think I'll probably sit and read for a little bit for another half hour or so, and then I'll hop back on. And if anybody's still around, I'll chat for a bit more, and then we'll see how it goes. It's 8:42, so that means we've been sitting here chatting for 45 minutes already. So I will probably, let's see. I'll probably, I guess maybe I'll say 9:15 for me is when I will hop back on here and see what people are talking about. That's not the right one. I need this one. If anybody is still around at that point, I will be around to talk some more. Then I will stop here and sit and I'm actually going to lay on my bed and read because it's more comfortable than this chair. I've just got a hard chair. I also, before I leave, I am a blanket person, and I got this cool. It's kind of stupid, but it's a blanket that looks like a tortilla, and it's round, and I love it. So I got it for Christmas, so now I use it for everything. It's lovely, very very comfortable, very soft, and it looks like a tortilla. So of course I have to wear it. All right, I will sit around and read for a little bit. I finished the beta read book that I was trying to get through. So, wow, my book's really small without the headphones on. Let's see. I don't like wearing. I have no need to wear them. Is the problem? So, anyways, I did get through finish that book up, which I'm very glad to have finished up, and then I didn't start any of Dead Zone because by the time that I got there, it was 9:10 for me, and that so 5 minutes wasn't. I wasn't gonna hardly get anything done with that. But that's all right. I did some other stuff. Stuck my books back away. I appreciate the cute blanket. I don't know why I liked it. I saw it when I was Christmas shopping. I'm like, oh, I like that. I have to put it on my list. And it's very nice and fuzzy and just looks like a giant tortilla. Liam says nice, and that's in regards to my finishing the book, I assume. I was almost done with it. I meant to have finished reading it several months ago, as in like August, or not August, October. But that didn't happen. Got busy. So I've spent a good amount of time finishing that up. Just this actually past 2 weeks maybe. Started getting back into it around Christmas, trying to finish it up. And so I think I had about half of it left at that point actually, and so that's good. That counts as physical reading. I've also I've got a bunch of ebooks at the moment that I haven't read because I'm not an ebook reader. I did read that beta read on my ebook on my phone because it's hard to set at a computer. But I've got several other ones that I really would like to read. I've got, is that two? One, two, one. Okay, one Kevin J. Anderson book that I need to read. That's an ebook. Then I've got a Craig Martelle, who's a new sci-fi. He's not a new author. He's a new to me author that I just found out about. He actually lives in Alaska, and I had not heard of him. I'll talk more about this in tomorrow's video, Monday's video, which is December wrap up. So I listened to his short story that he wrote. But I'm very impressed with that story. He does lots of sci-fi, and so I'm very interested to see what I think of more of his books. But I haven't started reading that yet. I also have Sanderson's Sacred Project #1. I'm still being careful on the names in case people don't know what they are or don't want to know yet or whatever. But I do have that one on ebook. I'll probably listen to that on audiobook, and then once the book comes in, once I get the physical book, I will probably do an unboxing video for that. And just because I want to see it. Yeah. What's you guys' thoughts on anything? How's your reading going? Did you accomplish anything in that half hour that I was reading? I know half hour is kind of short for a lot of these sprints. I know a lot of people do 45 minutes to an hour or longer for them, and that's kind of the way that it worked out for this stream. And I'm sure I suspect I'll do more sprints in the future. Maybe sometimes they'll be writing sprints, or other people, Kate might be writing, or maybe I'll be able to get Bryn on here and she'll do writing or reading or something like that. But I suspect I will do more in the future. Yeah. Have to be careful not to break out into song. I could start singing, but I don't want to because that gets copyright claimed when you do that. guess I should, while I am thinking about it, I should tell you to go follow Kate's Instagram, which is, I believe her handle is Kater Creator, KATER_creator with a K, KREATOR. I believe that's what it is. And then also follow Bryn, the book nymph. Yeah, those are the two that we. Let's see. So Katie Creator, is that correct? Those are the two people who are very influential, I guess, could be how you use it. They're the people that are super active with me in regards to this channel. Yeah. We've also got our Discord. I don't have the Discord link in this description, but I do have it in the descriptions for all the other videos on the channel. I could stick it in this description, actually. Let's see, how do I do that? I might do it afterwards, but I might just do it here. I guess also while I'm here, I can ask you, what are you guys interested in? Are you guys interested in seeing a live stream from me where I rank my Tolkien books or book covers, kind of like I didn't do a live stream, I did a recorded video for this one, and it was the ranking my dragon book covers or something like that. Would you guys be interested in seeing that as a recorded and edited video or as a live stream video? It doesn't really bother me either way, so I'm just, if somebody's interested and it has a preference one way or the other, I would be happy to do it that way. Well, seems like I do suspect most people are getting ready to go to bed at this point. It's getting late for most people. So I will allow you, I'll probably let you all leave. If there's anybody here still around talking that wants to talk, I'm happy to chat for a little bit longer. But I'm about ready to start winding down and closing this out. Well, thank you all for showing up. I didn't know how this was going to work out. And it's still here. I appreciate that. No worries. Yeah. Don't drop everything and lose your place just for me. It doesn't bother me at all. Just if people are getting bored or tired or ready to go or whatever, then I don't want to keep you here, especially with it getting later. I know for me, it's not that late. 9:30 isn't that late for me, but the soap opera continues. Yeah. Well, I'm glad I hope you're enjoying it. And if you are, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I don't know that it would be for me, but I read, it has nothing to do with your book other than that the title is Merry-Go-Round. And I just read Something Wicked This Way Comes by Ray Bradbury, which has a merry-go-round in it, or a carousel. So, see, it's not late for you. It's early. Yeah. pretty early in the morning. Yeah, that's good. It's a good way of looking at it, unless you aren't supposed to be up that late or something. Yes. Well after midnight. That's almost into an hour after midnight type thing. Nap today, so not feeling tired. Yeah, naps are nice. I didn't do a nap today. I did get plenty of sleep last night, though. I went to bed fairly early, especially for New Year's Eve night. It was, yeah, fairly early. That was 11:30 for me, which isn't terribly fairly early. But got plenty of sleep last night. Not tired today yet. I suspect I'll probably stay up and either read some more or maybe watch something. I don't know, though. I don't have a TV show that I'm watching. I don't think. I'm finished Andor, Star Wars show. I could watch Willow. I need to watch Willow. I've heard some people say great things about it, and I've heard some people say not great things about it. So who knows what I'll think about it. I could watch Willow, but I'd have to start Willow, and I don't know if I'm ready to start another TV show when I've got other ones that I could be watching. I just don't necessarily want to. Or I could go watch Merlin. I know Liam likes Merlin as well. I could go watch Merlin. I rewatch that fairly often, or watch random episodes of that. It's great. Great show. I don't know if I'll watch or read something. I want popcorn. I haven't eaten popcorn yet. So I might. The TV show, the new Willow TV show, I did watch the movie. When was that? It was November, maybe, or maybe it was early December. I don't know, but I watched the movie and I enjoyed the movie. It wasn't the most phenomenal thing I've ever watched, but it was enjoyable enough, and it was fun, like a feel-good movie, I guess. It was enjoyable, but I do want to watch the show. I love it's movie's a classic. I would agree with that. I was very pleasantly surprised with it, for sure. Yeah, I like fantasy TV shows and I like fantasy movies. And I really just want a great one that I can just watch and enjoy. And there's been several that I haven't loved. I liked Merlin, as I already mentioned. Merlin was great, and I tried to watch what was it called, Cursed, which is a Netflix show, I think, about Nimue. And I couldn't get in. I got like 3 episodes into it, trying. I'm like, well, maybe the next episode will be better. Well, maybe the next episode will be better. And it wasn't working at all for me. And so I stopped that one. And that was sad because I was hoping that'd be a great new Arthurian TV show, and it wasn't. I watched this was all last year when they came out. I watched Letter for the King, I think is what it was called. And that was fine, but it wasn't great. And I don't know. I don't have access to HBO Max. I'd have to subscribe to it, and I don't want to do that at the moment. But there are some things on there I wouldn't mind watching, like His Dark Materials, I think is an HBO Max one that I'd like to watch. Good. Yes, Merlin's wonderful. Merlin is about one of the best TV shows that I've watched, and I watched it all over and over again. It's wonderful. Well worth watching all the episodes, all the seasons. It's sad that it only has 5. I could pitch more seasons, but I don't really need to. I like it. Yes, good. Liam also likes it. I've talked to him a lot about Merlin, far more than probably the topic that we've talked the most about is Merlin. It's a great show. But well, I think we'll leave. I'll let you all go. Have a wonderful night if you're going to stay up and continue reading or watching something, or you can go to bed if you're going to do that too. I don't care. I'm going to. This is a good experience. I did part of why I did this live stream tonight is because I wanted to make sure, as I said, a test stream. I wanted to make sure that it was working, that my internet was working fast enough for me to do it. You're welcome. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate that. Because I tried to I don't even remember what month it was anymore, but several months ago, Liam and I tried to have a live stream discussion with Anonymous about the Wars of Wrath series, Gurzil and Baden Hill. And my internet was not working well enough for me to even participate in that. So I just left the stream and I haven't been able to do anything since. Oh, I also have to upload tomorrow's video, so that'll be the thing that I do tonight after I leave here. But yeah, so I'm glad it's working. Have a good night. All right, thank you, you too. And glad it went well. Yes, I am very glad it went well as well. And I mean, the fact that Kate was also able to hop on, that was working just fine. That's good to know. Day for you. It is nighttime. It's solidly 9:30 at night. So. But all right. Well, have a good night, everybody. Morning if it's early morning for you. And I will talk to you all later. We'll see you guys in our next video, which will actually be up in about 12 hours, just under 12 hours. Thanks.